Okay? Okay, morning everybody.
Okay.
Morning
Good
Elias,
morning.
Ricardo,
Morning.
you are here today one more time in our English conversation. And today you're gonna talking about our smartphone killing camera. It's I know it's not our I'm trying to put our question here and on chat. I don't know why don't don't work. I will try to put again, but oh my gosh, I need to start again. Okay, I know it's not a new topic because you are using our smartphone for a long time, but I think there is so many things that you can talk about. And okay, for people from YouTube, I want to explain a little bit how Talk works. Talk is a language platform to learn English, Spanish, French, Italian, Mandarin, and another language that I don't remember as well. And here in this platform you can talk without fear because you can make a lot of mistakes. Don't matter how many mistakes that you can make here because it's normal. Your most important is pass your message and trying to make conversation and pass the messages. This is the most important here. Don't don't fear about it. Don't be shy trying to speak it on 100% in English. This is for that. This is not a class. I'm not a teacher. No one is a teacher. You are here only to guide the conversation, to put in YouTube, and it is. Now I will try to put again one more time our question here. I don't know what happened because oh, I think here, yeah, now I think we'll be, oh, because it was, so I will put another, you can see the question on the chat,
Yes.
six question for now, no? Seven question, but I will put again, but seven will repeat one more time here to start our conversation. As I said, today you are talking about our camera, our smartphone killing our camera, traditional camera. Okay, I'm Rosalia. I'm 56 years old. I'm living in Joinville, Santa Catarina. I'm married and I'm here in Talk for 2 years. And this platform is amazing. I like so much to stay here because here you can meet many people. Then you can share ideas, different point of view. And here you can have more comfortable, more to talk, and you can share ideas. This is amazing. You can talk more and learn more vocabulary every day. Have every hour, almost every hour, you have new topic to talk. If you wanted to participate, you can go to below this video and find the link and subscribe to participate. And to start, Elias, can present yourself, please, to start our conversation.
Okay, I'm Elias. I'm 37. I work with IT since 2008. I'm married. I live in Teresópolis, Rio de Janeiro. I don't have any kids, but I intend to. I don't have any pets because I live in a small flat. I don't have too much space. I think the pets would be stressed. On my free time, I like to listen to music, watch movies. And nowadays, I start to reading a, a comic, Flashpoint from DC in English to practice my
Nice.
English.
That's
Oh, it's
nice.
amazing. Yeah,
Yes.
I had started to watch
Yeah,
some.
that's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
I love
Amazing. Yeah,
this history. That's really nice.
yeah, it's nice. I don't know you guys, but when I start to use this this way to consume something about the languages. At the beginning, I didn't understand as well all the history. Then when we start to understand, you, oh my gosh, I am in the right way to learn. It's amazing.
Rosalia, let me ask you a thing. I have to read more. Even in
Mm.
Portuguese, I have to read more. But people say that when we read more, you listen, getting better. It's true?
I think so, because you need to understand different point of view, then you need to listen better. You are asking me if our
Yes, cause
sensitive or only we
my
understand more.
listen, the list, cause when I read, if I don't know the sounds of the words, how
Mm,
can I improve my listening by reading?
oh, because I think you
I don't
need,
have the sound, understand?
yeah, the best way have the sound, because if you see some word that you don't know how to pronunciate something, I usually put the translation to listen the pronunciation, because if you don't do it, you can learn it the wrong way and repeat the wrong way. But the day that you listen this word in the right way, you're trying to listen again and learn. But I think it's better is listening to more. And you, Ricardo, present yourself and talk a little bit about it.
Uh, well, I'm Ricardo. Uh, you know about my city. The first one is about my pets. Um well, uh, let me answer the question. I
Mhm.
believe this be a little better.
Yeah.
Advantage of using smartphones for taking photos. Sometimes is and the past is a little hard because when you notice some situation or event, it's not you don't you didn't have the machine on your hands, né? Or in your pocket. Né? So nowadays there is another situation because is just or you just point the smartphone for the specific event because it always on our hands, or you pick up in the pocket and the pointing and then take pictures. I believe that is
Yeah.
in the past. The resolution is not good, but nowadays sometimes is better than some machines. Né? I believe that is if you have uh, this, if you have taken photos as your profession, so in this case, probably you buy a, a machine.
Yeah.
Except this situation, certainly you just use the smartphones nowadays. And yeah,
Yeah. That's true. I believe that's the big advantages is that you can
uh-huh.
carry your cell phone in the pocket.
Yeah,
You can carry in the that it's not
certain.
in the Porsche. Don't need to carry a big machine to take photo. Only to simple photo. I think the most important. I think you need to ask for a professional. And you, Elias.
Yes, I agree with Ricardo and with you. Nowadays, we have these devices are very small. We can carry on the pocket. The resolution is very great nowadays, and the technology improved a lot. But I think I think taking photo is not just we have a greater device, a greater machine, but we have to know how to take the photos. We have to asking for a professional, for example, like you said, because
Yeah.
the light matter. For example, I think in some cases, take a photo from a cell phone without a flash is totally different from taking from a professional camera without flash too. A professional camera is very, very better. And with a professional camera, we have more option of lens. I don't know the name, lente espinha de olho de peixe. It is my brother has this kind of lens. It's a kind of lens that has a, a field of view better. I think uh, I don't know 150 degrees the view of this lens. Very
Yeah.
interesting technology.
So interesting. That is a thing that I didn't know even since I was trying to search something about this. Then because that is cell phone nowadays with 5 cameras. Then I think, oh my gosh, I don't know how to use one. Why you need to have with 5 camera? But then I knew the thing that I didn't knew that I discover it's because there are some many different things, because when you have a traditional camera you need to take and change lengths, no. Then in the cell phone that is here, you can take a photo with the different ways you can put away and close, and this is the difference. You are using only one to retract, then you take a photo more far and close. It's used for one camera with this for other way. This is I didn't know when why you need to use all the cameras, but now I learned it with this. How do you think the quality of smartphone cameras compared to that of traditional camera? Like I said, I think because of this, it's easier to carry the cell phone, is easier to take a photo in the moment you see the things that are happening. You can take a photo, you can record something, then it's easier. If you have a traditional camera, is so difficult. You need to put all the things there and to montar, I don't know how to, can I say this word, to use, then
Mount.
mount, yeah, maybe can pass. If you see a bird, for example, a beautiful bird, then you wanted to take a photo. If you have a cell phone, it's easier, so click. If you use the traditional camera, can go, yeah, you can lose the moment. How about you, Elias?
Yes, I agree with you. I think cell phone is more about the practice. It's a very practical device, but I think the quality nowadays the smartphones, the megapixels of the smartphone are very great. But for example, there are some kind of cameras. The lens, the zoom is different because the zoom stretch the image.
Mhm.
The zoom, yeah, the zoom of the digital zoom stretch the image, but the less the I don't know the name physical zoom. The zoom of the lens of the camera approach the image is totally different. The quality is from this lens is greater than the digital zoom.
Mhm.
Uh, I don't know. I think I f- uh, if we compare, for example, The best cell phone, I don't know, iPhone, the last iPhone. And the best camera, professional camera, I think the camera is better.
You'll be
The
better.
quality of image.
I agree with you because if you have a simple smartphone and a simple camera, traditional camera,
Yeah.
could be smartphone better, but if you compare with the last one, the camera, the traditional camera could it be better. And you, Ricardo?
There is uh, a situation, for example, when you talk about Samsung,
Yeah.
normally they released a better or improved smartphone when you talk about hardware. And there is another situation, for example, normally Samsung or normally Apple don't have the better hardware, but they as Apple use just iOS in the same gadget. So in this case, the guy can uh, create a software specific for a smartphone. In this case, it's possible for Apple, even don't have the better hardware, it's possible to consume all the resources to take a better, not better, but yeah,
A good,
better, a good picture
but
in the short.
do you think it's better Samsung than Apple?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes when you talk
Yeah,
about the same hardware, uh,
yeah.
the Apple have a better picture because the software is
Mm,
use all the resources now. But
it's
uh,
clear, more clear now.
yeah, more
Photo.
it's the same resolution, but sometimes it's possible for iOS, that's the
Mm-hmm,
software from Apple,
mm-hmm,
capture more light or another situation. Not to
mm-hmm.
capture more light, but using all the resources. For example, Samsung Rev, I don't know. Let me example, 20 megabits resolution. And but when you take this picture, because the release the software is not possible to get all the details from this photo,
Ah,
in
that's true.
some circumstances.
Yeah, that's true.
But
But you think,
about the traditional cameras, is the quality could be the same.
yeah,
But normally the problem is on the knowledge about situation, because when you talk about the traditional cameras, normally the people have more knowledge because when 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 a specific person buy a traditional camera, normally is because this guy like a lot uh, this word, pictures or something. So in this case, normally the guy use some resources, contracts or brights or something. So in this case, normally the photos became better. It's possible to use some resources on the smartphone too, but it's not so so there aren't the same variety of resources when you talk about digital or smartphone cameras.
yeah. The people who use traditional camera have some passion with
Yeah,
this because the
yeah,
photo is like an art. The people are so
yeah.
passionate
A friend of
to use
mine
this.
love and the work if is a photographer, but in the she takes wonderful pictures using smartphones and the
Yeah.
traditional cameras.
Yeah, I remember the my 15 um my daughter's 15th anniversaries. Yeah. The photographer, the professional was there, but I had taken some photo better than he had taken. Then I saw in this time I didn't have a good smartphone, only a normal, but you can choose all the photo you wanna have. When the professional are taking photo, you don't know how it will be. Then you are waiting for a big photo, a beautiful, then it's not so beautiful, then you maybe to be sad about this because you are waiting for the one thing, and then when the professional bring is different, then I think for this is, but there is some magical time in this way because you don't know how it will be. Then you are waiting for one thing. Then maybe you are a little afraid about that because you don't know how it will be. Then when you see it's a good photo, then that is something they were here. The feeling is different. I sometimes it's good to ask for a professional. Now, do you think that there are any disadvantages to rely or to trust on a smartphone for photography? Elias, only to trust in the cell phone to take photos, something like this?
Yes, there are some advantages. For example, usually if you have a smartphone, usually you ask for help from a friend. Oh, take a photo for me, and the friend doesn't know how to take picture. Some people like scramble, and that picture are not good, and maybe the configuration of the smartphone are not very good. It's not about the quality of the smartphone, but if you don't know how to configure right the smartphone from the illumination, the lights on the environment, the flash, maybe the photo is not very good. And if you take a selfie, it's not so good.
Yeah,
When we have a, a, photographer to take photos to you, the guy know how to take photos. The guy and know about the illumination. Then you just stay and take a and had the photo taken for you.
uh, and you know how you never can take a photo yourself. It never be good. Why
Yes,
it's happened? Oh my gosh, I
I don't
never
know.
could.
I don't know, cause maybe
The
cause
distance,
the
because of the
distance.
distance.
Cause we have to okay
Yes,
we have to pay attention
so
at the screen of the cell phone,
yeah,
and usually our eye is if we looking for another place, I don't know, it's
yeah,
not the same.
maybe it's not. It's difficult to have one. It's better. And you, Ricardo?
Uh, if you smartphones are make traditional cameras obsolete.
No, no, no. The number five, the
I'm sorry.
disadvantage is to trust only in smartphone to take photo.
Uh, well, it's hard to answer this question. Uh, I never thought about this situation, but the disadvantages. mm, Well,
You
I
are in the
believe
place, and then you wanted to take some photo, and then you have only the cell phone, then you trying to take, but there
I
is no battery. You need to
I have
charge.
uh, me and my wife, we have traditional cameras is good, is a good camera, but there is another problem, because when you talk about smartphones, I'm not sure, but it's more common. So this a smartphone don't show up, or don't the people don't focus so much in smartphone one than traditional cameras. So sometimes I have fear. I'm very concerned about traditional cameras. When, for example, I'm walking in my city, for example, and I'm going to use a traditional camera. So sometimes I there is a deck for fishers, and they at a beautiful place in my city. So there are nature, and the people uh, are fishing. That's a small. It's not small. It's a wonderful place to take photos. And sometimes I'm concerned about the situation. If I'm going to take photos in this place, how about the thieves? So
Yeah,
in this case, I believe the this is a situation. There are these these things, but I believe that essentially nowadays is another situation.
yeah.
Sometimes I notice, for example, when someone uh, have an accident, a lot of people uh, shot
Record and take a
the
photo.
camera,
Don't
and they
don't
don't
help.
call for police or
Yeah,
ambulance, for example. So I believe that
weird.
if you this guy have a traditional camera, this guy probably pick up the smartphone and they call the
Yeah.
911, for example. So
Yeah, that's true. That is the question that I was thinking about. Do you remember in the past when there is no smartphone or the big camera, then the people different charge different things with the family or friends because there is
ah
no a
no,
big camera.
no,
Camera.
no, I talk about digital cameras. But a long time ago, when the cameras using films, and so in this case is just 12 photos or 24 photos.
Yeah,
So in this case, this situation,
I am in this time.
take pictures is more the people maybe have more focus, because the people know, if the photo is not so good, it's not possible to you probably you waste money. So in
Yeah,
this case, but after the the advance from digital cameras, this situation became, the people just take, I don't know, 100 photos, the same event or the same situation, and well,
yeah.
for
I
example,
choose one or two.
I'm not a beautiful guy, so maybe that's the problem for me. Not the problem, that's the situation. I don't like so much photos. For me, that's okay.
Me
Uh,
neither.
Me too.
but for example, my wife, particular women, but is there are certainly there are men too, and suddenly, I don't know, you sometimes my family and friends uh, go to the some place for fun, a barbecue or anything. or other things, sometimes I wonder that this situation is just excuse to take photos. That's sometimes is weird. A lot of time, oh, I use a custom. Oh, let me pick up the cell phone to take photos. Oh, that's okay. And so the first time that's okay. Second time that's okay. But sometimes I don't have fun because I have to make pose. I don't know, to take photos. And so sometimes it's a little
Yes,
boring.
sometimes my wife like to take photos. For example, when we go to events or to a church, that usually we get dressed a little more. She puts a dress, a beautiful dress, and me puts a social clothes. Then, but my wife, okay, let's take a photo. But she do this.
Mm. Yeah, that's
It's not
weird
Then,
for me.
one.
aí perde a graça.
Yeah.
Then I lost the excitement about the photo. Okay,
Sometimes I understand. Sometimes I understand. For example, you I travel to Chile. I don't go to Chile every day.
Yeah.
So this case is a unique opportunity. But sometimes, for example, I sometimes I go a little farm. I'm not sure if you sitio in English. And there is a nice place. There is a, a small a swimming pool, and the another is a house from south coast from São Paulo. Sometimes is the people pay for rent for 2 days or 3 days. But we had we have our already visited this house. I don't know, a hundred times. And sometimes the people continue taking photos for each or event or situation. Is a little boring for me, but
Yeah. I was thinking about the thing that Ricardo had said, because in the past you need to put the film in the camera, you need to buy 20, 24 or 11 poles. Then I remember the time, because when I live in the last city that I had lived, I had a friend, and when my husband traveling, because he work is traveling this time, then she go to my house, and she my daughter and me all the time we was trying to take photo on different pose. Then we buy 24 together, then trying to take 12 and 12 with one, then to give for photography to revelation. I don't know how can I say this, but it was interesting because you have 24 posts, but only 5, maximum 10 posts was good. There are another you can show for the other to see. It's amazing. All the time you remember this time, because you pass more or less all the evening to doing that. That's amazing. But nowadays they don't use it anymore. And now, number 8, do you think the accessibility of a smartphone camera has affected the art of photography in any way? Elias, do you think it's was changed the way you are taking photo, the professional take a photo, the photo that you have in your house?
yes, I think the accessibility affects the because nowadays we have a lot of filters. We can do a lot of effects.
Yeah,
Each in a easily way. Uh, I think even the quality of the image is not very good, but there are a lot of efforts. People how can I say? People put the focinho de cachorro e orelha. I don't know
Even
uh,
put some filter to
yeah, some
take
filters.
away some, oh, you can say, you
Yes,
can see he's some defect, then you can
yeah,
clean all
yes, clean them.
the
Yes,
skin.
affects in some way. I think some smartphones,
Yeah,
some the apps of the smartphone dispense a little Photoshop,
Yeah.
yeah.
for example.
But there is a terrible situation nowadays. I was watching an interview for a plastic surgeon, and sometimes uh, this doctor told that sometimes the people uh, take the smartphone for the
Mm.
doctor and they indicate a face. You talk about this. I
I wanna
wanted
be.
to have this face, and sometimes the a specific person have a she is, I don't know, 60 years old, and the photo is there are a lot of filter, and is a
Yeah.
girl that I don't know, 20 years old. So
It will
the
be
people don't
impossible.
have a sense of reality, so
Yeah.
yeah, there are a lot of according this doctor, and I believe because it's possible nowadays for some person try to avoid uh, this situation, but it's not possible. No?
Yeah, because if you can change the filter of the
Mhm.
photo, then she maybe I think the doctor could have changed your face too. It's a little crazy. Then about the thing that I was thinking about, Ricardo, you don't answer this question. The way
No?
that affected to professional,
Which one?
like art, number 8.
Uh, uh,
Because in the
mm,
past you have so many photos in the house because you take a
yeah.
photo, then you leave, you give the how can I say, the film for I
Mhm.
store to revelation this photo,
Uh,
and nowadays it's not more possible. You don't have a physical photo.
sure, sure. Maybe it's possible. Certainly nowadays the world take much more pictures, many a lot of uh, more pictures than the past, certainly. But I'm not sure about the quality. Maybe because we we talk a little bit about it. Some people continue love photos,
Mhm.
and the another is just try. Sometimes is not exactly how do you say uh is I forgot the word in Portuguese, so in this case it's not possible to tell in English. Sometimes it's just a involuntary movement. The people take the the smartphone and take a picture, but the people don't pay attention in a lot of situations. Oh, let me catch the better angle or the better light or something. It's just an the people don't think clear about the situation. Different from
Yeah,
people that love and they try to improve a situation. So, but in the particular when this person wanted to post on the social media, né? So the people nowadays there are a lot of filters, and so in this case, it's not necessary to have so much knowledge. But I believe that this situation changed a lot when you compare with the past because the people, oh, now we have a wonderful picture because I just for example a birthday, huh? And I is very expensive, and so in this case I have to just pay. I have enough money for filming with those 12 pictures. So in this case, it's not possible to waste this moment.
all the photo.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and
But
nowadays you can.
do you
Sorry.
have a daughter, no? Then you have a photo album?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
because it's a situation. I,
It's
I
a
bel-
special.
I have to confess, is because my wife.
Me too.
My wife buy using my money, but buy an album, and the between uh, she was born until a year, every month I go to the studio and take, I don't know, 5 or 6 photos using customs and other things. So
Hmm. I have
I
two, my children.
yeah,
Even months, I bring my children to the store to take a photo. Then after
yeah,
the 6 months, after 1 year, year by year, then I have a lot of photos since she more or less 5 years old, 7 years old, then
yeah,
anymore, not anymore. It's amazing to remember to see all
mm,
the photo here because nowadays you take a lot of photo, but you don't have one specific to
yeah,
in the specific moments. Only you take photo and you put in the code and forget this. And now, what do you think the future holds for traditional camera in the world dominated by a smartphone? Do you think the smartphone you really killing all the traditional camera? Elias?
I think so. But I think there's uh, I think it's not instantly. It's not like I don't know, like next year.
Yeah.
I think with the use of AI, use the better smart camera, some people don't want to pay more for example, for example, I had my wife finish her college last year, and that has I forget the name, formatura. I forget the
Degree,
name.
degree, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I maybe I forget. Then many people don't.
Graduation.
Yes, graduation, but a formatura mesmo. I forget the name of the event.
Mhm.
Many people don't want take photo with their cell phones and don't want to buy the kits of photographers from a photographer. They just take photos on their cell phones.
Mhm.
But I think it's not the same. We have a lot of effects that we can do, we can use. For example, there for the pictures of my wife, they sent me to my wife the pictures. Then my wife wants can choose the photos and the effects. It is an app from the company of the take photos to my wife. Understand?
Yeah.
See, if we have the same effects, the same things on the cell phone, we don't need more the photographer. Yes,
Yeah.
graduation.
Yeah, graduation, but I don't know it's right because my translation here is not so good, but it's okay. I think it's should have been semi. I agree with you because when you don't have a professional, you can take some photo, you can choose the photo that you like more, And you can have a book photo too, because in my son anniversary, you have the same problem, because don't have in your graduation too, because it's your uh, anniversary too, then you don't have a specific man or women to take a photo, then you use only the cell phone, and you can have a good photo for this moment. And in your opinion, Ricardo, do you think it is really you killing the traditional camera, smartphone, you killing in the future?
Mm, yeah, I believe it's inevitable. I believe, and uh, in some way, the traditional camera nowadays not a traditional
Right.
camera, it's a
Mhm.
digital camera. And the it's possible in some models you you could take a picture and post on internet the same equipment. So, but I believe that uh, the traditional camera and nowadays is a digital camera too. I believe that this kind of equipment uh, not let it exist, but it's more reserved for professionals, I believe.
Yeah, I agree totally with you. And now, thinking about the specific moments in your life, especially in the wedding, how important is photography for you, for your family, when you are together and then you wanted to celebrate something? Would you use a smartphone or a traditional camera for your specific moment, wedding, especially married, photo, wedding? What do you prefer, Ricardo? Thinking about the specific moment, celebration.
Well, I prefer keep this moment in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and I don't have this necessity. Uh, Sometimes I take a picture, but it's not so common. I I don't have so much importance for take a picture. No. I don't want you to tell that I'm right and the other people are wrong. It's just my point of view.
Yeah,
It's just my opinion. I don't have so big necessity of take pictures. It's just I prefer keep on my mind. But I believe that's okay. I believe that's is a wonderful situation if you don't have a overreaction. I believe that's sometimes it's important. I I have some albums and my mother have, and that's nice when you look at these photos and notice it when I was a young, my parents,
yeah,
grandparents, and other
but
things.
thinking about your daughter 15th birthday, you
Yeah,
don't dream with this day. You're
no,
thinking about
no,
the day
I
you
don't. I don't
don't.
have this dream. I believe that
And
uh,
she, about she.
about her,
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah. Her,
I don't
yeah,
know.
her
I
daughter.
believe. I believe for her it's not exact a big event. I
Mm-hmm.
believe, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But doesn't matter. My wife
Mm. You you
certainly
care about
she
this.
wanted to buy a big party, I believe.
Yeah. Because for girl it's so important. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
my when my daughter complete 15, then she have this desire to have a party, but it's not a big party, because as I said, I have a big family. Then when I invite everybody, it's make a big party. Then she had I had make a party for her, and only the thing that she had asked for me to take a photo in the special local to make a album that I had made. It become amazing, but it's only this. I didn't take it only photo in the cell phone. It was in the day before I bring her in this history in this store and take some photo and make a album. Yes, I see this. I remember all the moments. It was amazing. I think this moment is so important to have, and not
Mhm.
only the memory, because memory, if you have all the time, you remember everything. But if you see the photo, you can remember the moment, you can remember everything that. But because I think all the photo have your history, the different history, because you can remember what happened this moment, what happened that moment, how why you are using these codes, why you are using these shows. I think it's the good moment. And you, Elias, how do you prefer? Use a smartphone or ask for someone to take some photo?
Ask for someone to take photos for me. It's better because we enjoy better the moments. Because a photographer can see the better angle, can see the illumination. Maybe it's not just to taking photos. The photographer that made the photos about the my sister wedding was very nice. It's not just to take photo, but arrange the people, see the angle of the people and the environment, the flowers,
Yeah,
the position of the lighters.
yeah,
Then I think I don't know, 50% of the success of the photos is about it's not about the ability of the taking photos of the
yeah.
photographer, but the ability of the put the
Environment.
environment. Yes,
Yeah,
I
it's
remember. I remember the photographer show me, asking me for help. I mean, in my sister wedding, the light is so I don't know. So I turned the reflector. I don't know the name. The lights
yeah,
for to a better angle. I think if the guy didn't have this feeling, I don't know. The success of the photos are not. The photos are not in the best quality.
yeah, it's true. Okay, guys, it was amazing. You finish our conversation right now because there is another to start in 4 minutes.
Okay.
Then I wanted to thank you so much, Elias and Ricardo, to stay here.
Thank you.
And the next